beauty, fashion, entertainment, arts, fitness, celebrity interviews, and inspiring, engaging conversations with some of the best new and old music around. All this and more when you tune into On the Go with Tiffany Patton podcast. Now, here's your host, Tiffany Patton.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You're listening to On the Go with Tiffany Patton, your link to love, life, and liberty right here in the beautiful downtown Detroit, located inside of Foundation Studios in the heart of downtown in the Detroit Foundation Hotel. And I am here live with some of the founders and CEOs of the Backyard BBQ. For the homeless and hungry. And this is the 6th annual event. It's going to be held on October 28th. And my immediate question is red carpet backyard barbecue. Now, when I think of red carpet, I'm thinking dressed up. And then when I'm thinking of barbecue, I'm thinking we don't want it near the dress at all. So, how did you come up with the 6th annual red carpet backyard barbecue? And then when I think of backyard, I also do not think of red carpet.
Well, it's really simple, and thank you for having us on your show. I mean, Detroit's red carpet backyard barbecue for the homeless and the hungry was a thought about every single person that deserves to be treated like a VIP. Most of the times when you think about homeless people, you think about a bag lunch, you think about hot dogs, hamburgers, and a bag of chips. This is by far not that. It is truly an event of that magnitude where you roll out the red carpet, there are paparazzis, because based on no matter where your circumstances in life, you deserve that same level of treatment. So we literally roll out the red carpet for what people will call the least of these. But there are those, and Christ talks about us giving back. We're all the same. We all came from a father and a mother. So regardless of our station in life, that's how we should be treated.
That's true.
So the red carpet theme is about that. And the whole backyard barbecue, you look at this is Detroit. Detroit is the biggest backyard you could think of.
It is.
From the perspective, we're all related. We're all interrelated. And we talk about our community cousins. Those community cousins are the vendors that we have, the volunteers. And so when you think about a backyard barbecue and you think about the homeless, in Detroit, we have over 20,000 homeless people, and probably more of the individuals that are indigent. They live in a house, they can't afford lights, they can't afford gas, they can't afford many of the things, but they just need a bag of groceries.
Yes.
And you think about the holiday time, when you think about grandmother always cooked.
Yeah.
And you can call grandmother, you can ask grandmother, I need $5. Grandma's not going to give you no money.
Right.
But grandma can say, you always can come by there and you can always you can always eat.
Yeah.
And so that's the whole concept of Detroit's red carpet backyard barbecue for the homeless and the hungry. So there are people that are homeless, but there are individuals that you open up the refrigerator and there's nothing there. Mm-hmm. There literally is nothing there. From my background, I grew up like that. We couldn't always afford lights, couldn't afford gas. We found a house on the east side of Detroit through the nuisance and abatement squatters' right laws, and we moved in. And that was home.
Yeah.
Before then, we bounced around. And so always having that thought process of giving back to the community, this is a way of doing that. So you couldn't do it without the volunteers. You couldn't do it without the sponsors. You couldn't do it without the event chair, Natalie King. You couldn't do it without many of the people that have come together. I mean, it's a massive event, and not just because of the vision of it. It took so many people that just want to be involved. You've got the Wayne County Police Department involved. We're getting emails and calls from pastors and imams and activists from all across the platform. I got an email a couple years ago from the FBI. They want to participate.
Well, all right.
So we all want to say,
right. That's all right. That's all right.
So because everybody has a need to contribute and give back. So regardless of where you are in life, it really means that giving back to the community.
Yeah. Okay, so and we want people to know the voice that they're listening to. You are Robert.
I am Robert Shoemake.
Okay.
I've been in real business my entire life. Mm-hmm. And I had a pact with God that you could ever make a pact with him many years ago that if I ever make it, I will give back. And so I've been successful throughout my business career. And this is a way of contributing. I believe in what you call a double bottom line: make a profit, make a difference. And so you think about people, wealthy people that made lots of profit and never made a difference. And you think about people like Dr. King or Mother Teresa or Mahatma Gandhi that will never make money, but they're making a difference. And so if you combine both of those spectrums, that's what I believe in. And so that's what this whole event is about. The red carpet backyard barbecue for the homeless and hungry, and contributing that to them.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so red carpet Backyard barbecue. I love it when you say homeless and hungry, because that is really true. I mean,
Absolutely.
okay, so let's say you're meeting all your bills, but that's it. And after you meet your bills, you don't have anything left over. And a lot of times we don't know really where to go, because from experience of my own, I've been able to pay the bills, but certain programs will say, where you make way above this, we can't help you, or you don't qualify for a pantry, you don't qualify for this, but your kids still need to eat.
Yes,
you still need to
help.
eat, because you need to go out and be able to get be the breadwinner for your family.
Absolutely.
How easy was it for you to get people to be a part of this wonderful event? Was it easy? Was it hard? Because sometimes
It's been easy.
Okay.
It's been easy. In the city of Detroit, most, are you from Detroit?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So
born and raised.
we Detroiters that are born and raised, if you've ever had the same experience as me when I travel, you're automatically recognized,
Yes.
like as a Detroiter. Oh,
You are.
Detroit, what up, though?
Yes.
But we have a certain type of resiliency to us.
Yeah.
We have a certain identification with struggle and being able to come up from that struggle, being able to overcome. And so that's the spirit of Detroiters, period. And so when it's time to roll up your sleeves and jump in to help others, because you know from which they came, because you've been there yourself in many instances, maybe not at the same level, but at some level you're able to identify. Those are the ones that with the biggest hearts. Those are the ones that are ready to jump in and help. And really, we had to cut off our volunteer sign up because we reached our max like 3 days ago. And people are still calling and calling and calling. So what we say is still come out, be a blessing, show someone some love, some encouragement, and if you want to come, just show up. If you need the help, maybe you are not out on the street, sleeping on the street. Maybe you have a home, maybe you have a car, but just to help make those ends meet, come out. Everything is free. And, I'm with you, sister. Like for, you think about red carpet and, looking your best and looking good and smelling good. You don't want no barbecue. But we really do make it a top-notch event. We bring in professional chefs. Our chef Sheila Wolford. We're gonna, she's doing a cooking demonstration tomorrow to show what's going to be on, and Chef Kelvin and a number of other people that come together. They make really delicious meals, and so we have from chickens and turkeys. We had duck last year. Just phenomenal food that you would want to serve your guests.
Exactly.
And because we look at them as our guests, they will be honored that day. As Robert stated, wonderful. Everybody deserves to be treated as a VIP. Even our volunteers go through a training prior to the event to say, these are the people that we are serving. Be of service. So you treat them with respect and courtesy of ma'am and a sir, and how can I help you, and how, so and with kindness and smiles and love. And so it is an event where we are catering to that population that just needs the help, needs the love, needs the hand up, not just the hand out. And so a part of the event is, the gourmet food, the spread and all of that. And it is, much of it is barbecue. We got big grills going right now. But we also provide human service agency vendors for the event. Yeah, so we have, I believe it's 17 now that were registered from Detroit Medical Center, Molina, Central City Integrated Health, who they're bringing, mobile dental units and healthcare screenings. The Union, they're a nonprofit organization with a program that does health, HIV, AIDS testing and prevention. You name it, we have it. So substance abuse, mental health, all of those agencies that transitional housing that will be able to help that demographic of people. So not only are we providing the food, the groceries, we're providing resources that individuals need just to make it throughout the rest of their year. It's definitely, those are our community cousins. That's the concerted effort of the Detroit community.
And you are, ma'am. I do not want people not to know who you are.
I am Natalie King, and I'm the event chair for the Detroit Backyard Barbecue for the Homeless, and a board member of the Shoe Foundation, and just kind of put all of the pieces together.
So were you guys just sitting one day and said, you know what, we really need to do something? Or where you kind of like me all the time, especially when it gets cold. Sometimes you just almost see the non-humanity of some people, how they just literally walk over people who are literally laying in the street like we do in our beds, and that's not a joke, and they act like they're invisible and they don't see them, and that bothers me so much.
Yeah, definitely.
So did you guys kind of like talk amongst yourselves and then say, hey, or you kind of had an idea, he's like, you know what, I know who to call, or was it just you guys were in sync?
You know, it started out as a belief system. You know, both our parents had a belief system giving back to the community. So for many years, you go into the soup kitchens and doing that. So during your birthdays, and where you didn't understand the value of, you really were receiving a gift by giving to somebody else, and you went on your birthday or Thanksgiving and Christmas and all those different holidays. Those are things we were trained to do. And then just adding your own little spice to it. And so when you start thinking about Detroit's red carpet backyard barbecue for the homeless and hungry, this is our version of Lollapalooza. This is our version of Coachella for the homeless and hungry people. It's our version of making it on a grandiose perspective. When they walk on that red carpet, I mean, they are the VIP. We got paparazzi, so you're going to see the camera snapping them.
I love it.
It is at that level of a production. And the food is at that quality. You know, so if you, from the things to the minute details, from the T-shirts to the T-shirts like tuxedo vest. So every single thing you could think of, we're here to serve the people. And that is our way of giving back. Dr. King said, you know, service is a rent we pay for the space that we occupy. And this is a way of giving back to that process. And it's an exciting event. You know, when you start to think about Natalie and myself are both business owners, you know, you go through the stress and the hustle and bustle of business. This is kind of like a relaxing event from a unique way. I mean, you're feeding 5,000 people, and you've got multiple vendors from all over. You got people flying in from all over the nation, but yet it's kind of cool in perspective because you're actually serving people that matter.
Wow. Okay, so what time does it start?
It's this Saturday, October 28th. It starts at 11 a.m. The doors open at 11 a.m. We'll be there long before the doors open, but it opens to the public at 11 a.m. and the event ends at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we just ask for everyone that might have a need. If you know someone that has a need, come on out. Everything is free. It's live entertainment. We have several acts. Selected of God, Larry Callahan is Selected of God. They will be there performing again with us this year. Mahogany Jones, spoken word artist. Mo will be there. Horace H.B. Sanders, comedian. He will be our host. Absolutely. A dear friend of mine as well. We went to college together. Nation of Islam. Yep. The drill team. The drill team will be there. Minister Troy. So, you know, it would be packed. We have a number of other entertainers, like I said, live jazz band, DJ that, you know, really they turn up. It's phenomenal. And the participants, our guests, they get out there, they do the hustle, they dance. I mean, they take pictures. It's really a fun, family-oriented, festive event. So it's, you know, it's not just the food. It's very well-rounded to give them a full day of celebration where they just, you know, they understand that we really do consider them to be special. And like you used the word invisible, people considering them to be sometimes I'm even guilty of it. I'm really busy and walking around, you know, just trying to get stuff done in my day where you don't see them. But especially with the resurgence of the city of Detroit, we're in this, you know, beautiful foundation. I mean, it's gorgeous, right? And so with everything that's happening in the city, that is a part of the city, that demographic that is kind of being pushed out, you know, so where the areas that they once lived are now being redeveloped into, you know, multi-million-dollar condominium units and things of that nature. Where do they go? You know, how are we going to be able to continue to help them? So the Shoe Foundation, that's our mission, to make sure that they're not forgotten about.
I love it. You wanted to say?
No, it's just adding to the whole concept of the invisible. You know, Ralph Ellison wrote the book The Invisible Man, and so really just talked about our community, being black in America, being invisible. But there's a sub-community. There's being black in America and homeless. There's a whole different platform, and so that's a double level of invisibility. And our role, and you start to talk about the resurgence of Detroit when people are being they're being pushed aside. Somebody has to stand up and say, no, we're here to help. Because where do they go? You keep pushing, push them to where? To the end of the earth? It's just, and having a real experience in that. So it's a personal thing. So I take it from not just from I just want to give it back from a personal perspective. No one is like not to have. No one is like to be pushed aside and bounced around from place to place. No one is like to be homeless. Having all those experiences, this is a way of our level of contribution on a whole different level. And so, even though you didn't have, when you're coming up as a child, you say, one day, I'll say, I'm going to be a millionaire. You don't know it's true. But if you follow those steps and those things happen, had it not been for someone in my life that gave me a difference of experience, I remember a mentor that said, do not let your present circumstance define your destiny. That changed my life. I was 13 years old. And so I can still remember that those epiphanies, those aha moments. And so who knows that on this Saturday, October the 28th, there are people that will have the aha moment that somebody chose to come and interact with you. And it's not like a them versus us. It's like, hey, we're one community. We are cousins, literally, from that perspective. And somebody chose to come out and say, hey. So when that's the whole concept of training the volunteers, that's powerful. When you train to give a smile and a kind word, because some people begrudgingly go in their pockets and throw change and don't even have the common dignity to say, hello, how are you? Those are things that on a personal level I've experienced. So that is what this Detroit's red carpet backyard barbecue for the homeless and hungry is all about. Whole different level.
I commend you both. I pray for much continued success with this. My brain is just like going. I got all different other types of ideas, but this is truly something that's needed. I'm so glad that you all didn't just have the vision, but you actually executed the vision, because a lot of people have wonderful ideas, but they just don't execute. And you're going to change many people's lives on Saturday. So we thank you so much. It's from 11 to 3.
11 to 3.
And where's the location?
It's Burt's Warehouse in Eastern Market. I don't know, Toy, we have the exact address for Burt's. Everybody usually knows exactly where Burt's is.
It is.
Burt's,
The iconic Warehouse.
Burt's Warehouse is 2739 Russell.
Okay.
2739 Russell in Eastern Market. So, everybody, please just come on out.
Now, if someone wants to donate or volunteer or help with money, because there's some people that want to do that. How do they do that?
You can go directly to our website.
Okay.
It's www.detroitbackyardbbq.com. That's detroitbackyardbbq.com, and there's a donate link right there. You can just press that, and we would love all resources, all support would be greatly appreciated and used very well.
Well, I thank you so much for being on the go.
Thank you for having us.
Next year, I really want to be a part, because this is like very, very, very dear to my heart. I've been trying to hold back some. I'm definitely gonna try. Because this is it.
You say try?
Don't do that to me.
This is not a try. This is a do.
No, okay. But I'm also committed to the women's convention. So I'm gonna try. I'm definitely trying to multitask.
They say mothers do.
And we do. And Lord knows me. I will definitely try to do that thing. So, I might come early and then leave, but I definitely will.
Green beans and a couple plates and going back next week.
I will. Please make sure that you go to Detroit's Red Carpet, the 6th annual Red Carpet Backyard Barbecue for the hungry and for the homeless and hungry. Please, and if you know someone, please make sure that you let them know. It's going to be held at Burt's Warehouse from 11 to 3. If you're not homeless, but you're hungry and you know that your refrigerator has been empty, leave the pride aside and go down and get some help. Yes. I thank you so much for being on the go. An exclusive interview with just two dynamic individuals that we love to see and hear more of. I thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for being on the go.